I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yo, give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me, man. Bird, my boy in here, give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Yo. What's good, man? Give me that. Shout out to my boy Bird jumping this thing, man. I can always count on Bird. You feel me? I can always count on Bird, one of the villains. What's good? That right there, what you was watching, that right there is the villain view. Bet up, Rashad. That right there, what you was watching is the villain view. Content that we create that goes to the members, the villains. You know what I'm saying? They get to see that. Mainly before and after things happen, but it's just an inside, behind the scenes view of what's going on. Couldn't show it all to you because if I showed it all to y'all, then the villains they're gonna be crabbing. If you want to be a villain, the link is in the description. If I show it all to y'all, then they're gonna be like, "Oh man, they're supposed to be we get inside access. We pay for it." So showed you a little bit of it. We got a few of them things in there. But that's the villain view, man. That was after the national championship. Well, after the Fiesta Bowl, which is not the national championship. I'm looking at Mark's shirt. And thinking about national championship. I was trying to walk through and just seeing somebody was gonna hand me a shirt or a hat. Like maybe they thought I was a a long snapper or something from back in the days, and I was gonna see if they were gonna hand me a shirt or a hat, but nobody handed me a shirt and a hat. But I did think about the Villains. And if y'all just getting here today, make sure y'all like, share, comment, send this to a Hurricane fan. But I did think about the Villains because at Texas A&M, right? At Texas A&M, they gave the media Alexas. They gave us all Alexas, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my boy Rod. I gave my boy Rod my Alexa just to give to the Villains, you know what I'm saying? I let them have the Alexa. But when I was at Texas A&M, the Villains was like, "Hey man, bring us back souvenirs." And I was like, "Man, when the hell am I supposed to bring back hundreds of dudes of souvenirs? What are they asking me for? Like, what am I supposed to bring them?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So this time I thought about them. I don't know. I don't know where I put it at. But this time they was on my mind. So after a nerve-wracking game, and this is funny because this is my first time pulling y'all souvenirs out, Villains. I don't know how y'all gonna divvy this up. You know what I'm saying? But after watching the grueling game, and I was in the end zone where Carson Beck actually scored at, and that was a pretty close game. I get to walk on the field, right? And you see all the confetti, right? So I thought about y'all in that moment, Villains, because y'all my dogs. You feel me? And I brought y'all back some confetti. Yeah. Oh, shit is going everywhere. I got y'all back some confetti, dog. I actually picked up the confetti and put it in my pocket. Because I was thinking about my members, fool. I was thinking about the Villains, fool. I actually picked up the confetti and put it in my pocket. What y'all got to say to that? So yeah, man, I do the show with some confetti on my shoulders. You feel me? We look confetti right there, like we just won the national championship. You know what I'm saying? I thought about y'all in that moment, and I think this is their first time. I think I forgot to tell them. Yeah, it was in the back of the Villan shorts. I think I forgot to tell them. So yeah, man. So I thought about my Villains in that moment, bro. I did. What's going on, Fire? Fire said, "What's good, Marine? What's up with you?" I thought about my Villains. All my Villains, Chris Young. If you want to be a villain, man, the link is in the description. Demetrius, what's up? Canes in the national championship. Shit seemed like a dream. I ain't even gonna lie. And you know what else seemed like a dream? This shit here. Got an email yesterday morning saying that I was credentialed for the national championship. Me and one other, because I realized these bowl games are a lot different, and I need actually help with me there. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I can do on my own. And if this something continues, we'll do it a little different. But I actually had to pinch myself on this one. And you know why? Because a lot of times we go to these events. At these events, there are people there, and they're working, right? They're working, and they're sent by their big time media companies, and they're sent there. They're just one aspect of the media company, and they send the people to the event. I sit down, I rub shoulders with them. But this is a big deal for me. One, because it's my first one, and two, because nobody sends me here. This came from me and the people that helped me, sitting in rooms that I felt uncomfortable with, didn't realize where I was supposed to be at, didn't understand like media at the time, and just grinding and creating, and to the point where I built my company up into something that I can walk in these rooms. And every time I send out an application to get credentialed, even to today, it feels like I don't know if it's gonna like sometimes I don't know if they're gonna say yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's been tough. It's been a rough road. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's hard to get kind of accepted in those rooms when you're dealing with these big companies and these relationships where people used to seeing the same names and things of that nature. But it's a big deal for me, bro. Like it's a big deal for me, for Footballville, for Caneville, for everything I built. But I realized that there's only a few people there that have built something that placed them in the room. Nobody assigned me to the national championship. You feel me? Nobody signed me to the national championship. But for a lot of years, I was denied to go on the road with the Canes. A lot of years, I was denied. And I didn't know why, you know what I'm saying? But I just kept grinding, and we found ourselves a way to make it to the Cotton Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl. We went to all of them. It was tough. We went to, you know what I'm saying? But we did it. I didn't realize the Canes winning was gonna fucking hit me so hard. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that, but we did it, and it was worth it because watching it is watching it happen is kind of surreal. Because when they lost to SMU, I mean, nobody thought we would be standing here. We barely thought that we would be. We barely thought that we would be in the damn college football playoffs. We didn't think we was making it there. And that's just keeping it real. So now, man, it's, for me, it is a big deal. It's a huge deal. I can't lie. For me, some people asking me about IOD Squad. The link is in. I'll actually put that link in the actual comment section also. But yeah, man, for me, it's a big deal, man. It's surreal. I found that out yesterday morning, and yeah, man, it's just a testament to the hard work, bro. I can't lie. I can't lie. It wasn't easy. It probably should have happened earlier. I mean, damn, we had over 1 million followers across social media, but we here now, and we ain't trying to go back. If I ever have a scandal with a white girl or something like that, come bail me out of jail. It ain't as bad as you think. We need a code word, like David Chappelle said. We need a code word. We need a code phrase. We need a code phrase. If they ever trying to take me out, get me out of the media space, we need a code phrase. Code phrase it could be Uncle Luke suck. That's when y'all know something wrong. That's the code phrase. All right. Uncle Luke suck. That's when y'all know something wrong. You feel me? You just come bail your boy out. We'll be all right. But that's the code phrase. Uncle Luke suck. That way you know something wrong. Like David Chappelle. If you haven't watched the David Chappelle stand up, man, I don't know what you're doing. It is hilarious, man. I don't know what you're doing. It's hilarious. So yeah, that is. Let me see 1 second. Let's go here. Get out of here. Yeah, just get me out of there. But yeah, man, this is a big deal for your boy. It's a big deal for your boy. So shout out, you know what I'm saying, to being credentials. A lot of stuff going on this week here, and we'll be a part of it. Now, it is, Greg. I agree. It is crazy how far. But, I mean, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat. Now, Mario Cristobal, bro, look, with it, done a great job. I'll say that. It seemed as if here recently he seemed a little more loose. Kind of like when we started doing the trick plays. Like we started doing the trick plays, the team seemed to kind of become more loose. I heard there was a meeting after the SMU game. And he seemed to be like, even in his interviews, he seemed to be more forthright and more open to the things he say about himself. That it didn't sound like that before. I asked him about it. He said nothing changed. It's the same thing. Okay, whatever. But we have eyes, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, him and his staff have been kicking ass because I thought Matt Patricia was going to take goddamn Dawson to the woodshed and Dawson wiped his ass with his playbook. He did. Ask the Villains. I was afraid. I was afraid that the NFL Super Bowl champ winning defensive guy with the defensive ends that looked like werewolves was going to take Dawson ass out to the woodshed, and Dawson took the man's playbook and wiped his ass with it. He did. And from that point forward, I just shut up. I was like, okay, whatever. They got it rolling. Now, as far as all the Hurricane YouTube people, because I see they popping out everywhere, they coming from everywhere. Bird, my villain, y'all brought, listen, y'all see the goddamn YouTube pages, they coming out, they popping out from everywhere. Right? Cal, my dog, Cal says a reason Patricia in college. Yeah, dog. Listen, they coming out from everywhere. But I'm gonna tell you, listen, this is the difference between like the people who just getting here. Because you know what, when you start winning, Hurricane fans start popping back up, motherfuckers, you ain't seen them forever. Here's the difference. None of your favorite YouTuber Kings guys have this. They don't. I'm willing to bet they don't. None of your YouTubers, your Kane YouTubes you watch, your favorite podcaster with them and their uncle, or them and their girlfriend, or them and they like whoever you watching these days, right? Because there's a lot of us. Here's the difference. They don't have this. They don't. Right? Because it's people just popping up from everywhere. They are. I know Coach Hayes light skinned ass somewhere right now talking about damn street stunting on me. No, man, sit your emotional ass down somewhere. You've been here, Hayes. You've been here for a while. But there's people popping up from everywhere and they don't have this. And you know why they don't have this? Because it's fucking hard to do. Most of them not even close. They're not even close. Okay? So we don't go, we haven't been live a lot lately, but we about to get back into the live thing. I was building up the membership. I was building up the Villains. I spent a lot of my time live in there, to be quite frankly honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Refereeing arguments and shit. Goddamn JoJo and Ray and who's the best goddamn linebacker? And is Carson Beck good or is he not good? We can't really tell. Like we could like that. Now they're really confused. You know what I'm saying? People, the Carson Beck haters, y'all are really confused now. Y'all don't know what y'all looking at anymore. But that's why I've been spending a lot of my time kind of building that up, the membership between there. If you're a villain and you just got in here, I brought you guys back a souvenir, which is confetti. Confetti. I brought y'all back some confetti from the video. You see the confetti. You know what I'm saying? But your favorite YouTuber don't have this. I'll go one further. They all don't have plaques, right? Speaking of Carson, they go Carson right there. They don't all have plaques. Like Facebook don't give you a plaque. TikTok don't give you a plaque. Instagram don't give you a plaque. YouTube give you a plaque when you get to 100,000. Wait up, I had Edrin show me a picture of the hat. I think I had Edrin show me the hat. Shout out to EJ, man. Goddamn EJ. Well, but if they did have plaques, I have a plaque in all of them. I have a plaque on all of them. Okay? All right. Okay? So I have a plaque on TikTok, I have a plaque on Instagram, and I have a plaque on Facebook. That's just shout out to Edgerman James. Shout out to Edgerman James. Shout out to Edgerman James. But that's just for me. That's just me trying to introduce myself to the people who don't understand sometimes, like what Caneville and Footballville is, how long X been around. Like, I just want to make it clear the difference in what we're doing. Had somebody tell me the other day, we don't break news. I was like, my boy, that's some media shit. That's some media cliche talk shit. We introduced you to Cam Kitchens and Bane. Y'all didn't know who the fuck they was. We introduced we had James Williams tell you, hey, tell the Kane fans that they got a chance to get you when y'all thought he was going to Georgia. So I'm just now, Chris, I'm saying I must be extra happy. All of us should be happy right now, bro. I'm going to the national championship. Like, and we playing for a national championship at home. They're trying to put up Indiana billboards everywhere to kind of throw us off. That shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that just to say, I'm just trying to distinguish and let people understand the difference in what we've built. Go Google Footballville or Caneville. It's something different we built. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something different we built. And it's across, Footballville is across the nation. Like the only other person I know, like, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of self-owned, self-grounds root is D-Money. D-Money has a huge Kane fan base because of his free website. And that's why I fuck with him, because I known him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He has a huge Kane fan base. I mean, from that website, Kane Insight, right? But that's what I'm saying. I would have a plaque on TikTok, Instagram. I would have a plaque on all of them if they gave out plaques, but they don't. So shout out to Edgerman James. That's the inside villain joke. Real fast, for the people who wanted to see, I see people see me with the shorts on at the game. Some people wanted to see, man, I got confetti everywhere, man. See me thinking about y'all and shit, man. I got confetti everywhere, man. People wanted to see the villain shorts up close. Dang. And now they won't focus. Now they won't come and focus. Some people who see me walking with them on TV, they wanted to see them. They wanted to see them up close. And now they don't want to come and focus. Let's see. We'll do this. Visual effects. Let's go none for a second. Shorts. Villain shorts. For the people that wanted to see them. They look like they got a cool little pocket in the back where you can put your flask in there, your Jim Beam. They got two pockets in the back. They feel really like, you know what I'm saying? They real good material, you know what I'm saying? And I know real good material. And I know Bird about to type where mine's at, because he guessed the score right versus Pittsburgh and he pair of shorts. I know he's saying where mine's at. But here's the villain shorts. Here's the recruiting pair. The other ones say villains. For the people that's asking, that wanted to see the actual shorts. All right. So let me see. Put myself back. Where was I? Come on, put Edgerman James back on stage, and there we go. So that's that. I got a few things I want to touch today before I get out of here. So listen, so some business. So we at the national championship right now. I'm about to get on the trail and go out here and see, because we're credentialed for the national championship, the biggest game in the world this week. And what this gauntlet that we went on, we flew to Texas twice, we flew to Arizona, made me realize that I need to get into the media game like I'm supposed to and get sponsors, right? So I had two sponsors to go to Arizona. I had the Millionaires with Philip Buchanan. Go check Philip Buchanan out. Millionaires. Put that link in the description. Go check him out. It's Millionaires. Philip Buchanan does short films. He has a production company. And he makes high-level films. Like, motherfucker is real on some Ryan Coogler. He's on some old real Tyler Perry shit. Like, he ain't just setting up with a cell phone. Like, he over there talking about cut, sitting in the goddamn seat. Action. Yeah, he doing some real, you know what I'm saying? He doing some real shit. So Millionaires, and we had Uncle Luke Show was a sponsor. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get out and hit the trail, right? You know what I'm saying? We got an initiative that we're creating for a local sponsorship. actually to drive traffic to whatever it is you sell or your bar, or you want people to come watch the game, because we touch millions and millions of people every time we do these, go out to these games. We have posts that go viral. Last week the Carson Beck one did a million views, and we asked him about did he want to play against Georgia. They're gonna Philip Buchanan right there. Boom. Shout out. Go check them out. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to hit the pavement. We're about to hit the pavement to get a few sponsors to see who wanted to be a partner with us while we at the goddamn all week long. Actually, everything starts like on Friday, but all week long we'll be creating content and stuff like that. So if you know anybody, if you know somebody, if your grandma cook cookies and she don't know how to promote, or your girlfriend, if you pimp your girl, okay, no, if you pimp your girlfriend now, I don't know how to market that. You know what I'm saying? That's only the OnlyFans. There's something else. But if your sister sell waist shapers and she need more customers, you know what I'm saying? We partner. You know what I'm saying? We have a place, a slot for every level. You know what I'm saying? Even the big companies. And I'm about to go out here and hit a few companies when they get up out of here and get this thing going. So yeah, if you know somebody that want to get involved, like an example, Kyle Branch's niece a couple years ago, Synergy Sweets, became a partner for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We had a little initiative going on, helped out with some things. Her business is huge now. Shit, I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But she's in Tampa now. She got a building like she's big time now. I didn't do it. I just helped her along the way. You know what I'm saying? So if you know anybody, man, hit us up. 786-459-9499. Hit us up. The Canes are a 7.5-point underdog. And people aren't giving the Canes a chance to win. Let me check this line. Let me see if this line done moved. Let me see. The Canes are a 7.5-point underdog. And frankly, people aren't giving the Canes a chance. Oh, okay. My bad. They're really not giving them a chance. Shit is 8.5. Chris, I thought a lot of stuff. No, Chris, there's a lot of new Cane fans coming through, and I think they just need to understand like who they're listening to, what they're listening to. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at the green stuff that's on me, that's confetti. I brought some confetti back from the celebration for the Villains because they wanted souvenirs. So that's what I got on me, confetti from the celebration. Thanks, bro. So they actually an 8.5-point underdog. I guess when the ticket prices went up and they said we couldn't tailgate, they was like, these motherfuckers ain't coming to the game. 8.5. So now we at 8.5. Bro, they saying we don't have a chance. And you know why they saying we don't have a chance? Because the Canes are playing against some old motherfuckers, some unks. You see, Canes versus unks. Cane playing against motherfuckers. The average age, dog, is 23.4. I don't even know how they did this. That's their average age. So that means they have 24, maybe 25-year-olds on their team. That's their average age. Miami's average age is like 20. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Yeah, Miami's average age is like 20. Or something like that. Yeah, you know for a fact, we got Bryce Fitzgerald on the goddamn, we got Bryce Fitzgerald on the field. We got Malachi Tony on the field. I got Tony girlfriend probably still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like we got some little kids on the field. And this is why they're not giving us a chance. Because the magic that no one could see and what was going on was they had a bunch of unks, a whole bunch of old motherfuckers who done seen everything. They've been playing together for a while. They're cohesive. It's like going to the neighborhood park to play basketball, and the old heads out there with the knee braces on, and the damn being gay, and that damn world be free headbands on, and you talking about you got next, and you got to play against the goddamn unks who've been coming to the park for 15 years. So college football is seeing that, and they're saying, man, they just blowed out Alabama. They just blowed out, man. Look what they just did to Oregon. Miami is a Cinderella story or something. They ain't got a chance. How could they have a chance? The line went up from 7. The line went up from 7.5 to 8.5. Never mind that you sent Miami to Texas A&M with a bunch of 104,000 screaming fans, gave them 3,000 tickets, put those 3,000 people, everybody, Mark Fletcher mom, who just drove 1 billion miles, Malachi Tony mom and her family, yeah, put them in the rafters. They was up there playing with clouds and shit. They was so high, they was up there playing with clouds and making little animals out of clouds and shit. That's how high they had them up there. And the rest of the stadium was all Texas A&M fans. Miami went in there, punched them in the mouth. Then you send them Ryan Day and his Beijing and the Ohio State. It has to end here. Okay, we let them in. It was fun. Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Matt Patricia, NFL, send them Ohio State, punched them in the mouth. Then instead of sending them Georgia, you send them the YNs, the orphans, the team without a coach. You send them a bunch of orphans. That's funny. I don't know why I think that's funny, but you sent them some orphans, right? Some rabid ass orphans that's playing out of their mind with a quarterback that may be one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, and nobody fucking really knows it. And you try to throw him a curveball. Punched them in the mouth. They punched us in the mouth first, but we got back up, and then we punched them in the mouth harder. Now listen to me. Who my villains in here? Bird, Kyle, Stir. If I left you out, my bad. Chris Young, you're a degenerate. Now we're looking at Indiana. And the world is saying the Canes don't have a chance. Y'all see what I just did there? Y'all see what I just did there? We're looking at Indiana, which is, it has to be the biggest line. Like, what was Ohio State's line? I can't even remember. I don't think it was 8.5. Now we're looking at Indiana. The quarterback sound like Mickey Mouse. Shout out to Mendoza and his family, man. I actually know Mendoza and his family. And they got a bunch of old motherfuckers on their team. And you're telling Miami they don't have a chance at home. Ohio State was 9.5. I don't know, because I took Miami money line. It didn't matter. It didn't matter because I knew it was going to win the game. But now you're telling we don't have a chance against the goddamn Hoosers. Y'all see what we did here? See what I just did? Y'all see what I just did? Telling us we don't have a chance versus the Hoosers. All right, I'm going to bring X in here. Tell we don't have a chance versus the Hoosers. I'm going to let y'all think about that for a second, dog. They just sent us down murderer's row. Every SEC team they could find. The defending national champions. And now they're saying Miami don't have a chance. Y'all follow me? What's up, Mario? Desmond in here. Desmond in here talking about he's trying to sell his party ticket. This man in here scalping, man. We trying to do a show. He's standing outside talking about need tickets. Desmond, what's going on, Desmond? But dog, they saying Miami don't have a chance against the basketball school. Now, they undefeated. I'll give them that. They undefeated. They are. But let me take y'all down. Let me take y'all down. Let me take y'all down the road. When this season started, we did a bet in the membership that they said Jeremiah Love sucked, and then Jeremiah Love came to Miami and then sucked up, and he did suck. But I was telling them that Jeremiah Love, right, was the best running back in college football. And they was telling me that he don't do nothing against good teams. Then he came down here and we shut him down. Okay. But last year against Indiana, he ran roughshod over their ass. And in the membership, they was like, man, Indiana was the worst team in college football playoffs. Anybody could have ran over them streak. I was like, I don't know, dog. So we took a bet. I took Jeremiah Love, and then I let them pick any running back in college football. And they don't got a brutal brag. We see how that ended. Fine. So, but the reason I'm telling you this, the key to this story is Jeremiah Love ran all over Indiana. Why am I saying this? Speaking of running, let's put the running greatest running backs on the page. Come Monday night, Indiana is going to have a Mark Fletcher, Char Brown, Pringle problem. Screen record this. Send it to your auntie. Come Monday night, Indiana is going to have a Mark Fletcher, Char Brown, Pringle problem. I knew that's why they D-line so good, because them boys lost one of their best D-linemen. Coach A say Footballville mama played 3 technique for Indiana and got caught giving practice film to Crystal Ball. No, that's funny, dog. That's actually funny, dog. Hey. But come Monday night, they're going to have a Mark Fletcher problem. The same way they had a Jeremiah Love problem. If Ohio State had a running back or blocked the way we blocked Ohio, they would have had an Ohio State running back, but Ohio State could not get their running backs together this year. And the last thing is, every time Miami beats somebody in the national championship, they wear red. I don't know. That's what Mario said. Go do the research. I don't know. Mario, the villain, one of my villains said that. But every time Miami beat somebody in the national championship, they're wearing red. I don't know. So these Hoosiers, they just happen to run in here, and their colors are red and white. Bro, listen. If I know some people may think I'm joking, but for every game this college football playoffs, I wrote an article in the membership the morning of the game, and I tell some story and I had us winning every game. You know what I'm saying? And I had a reason why. Like, I think people are not okay. They played Ohio State. It was 10-13. Very low scoring game. Iowa was a very low scoring game too. I think people are not understanding what Miami defense is doing to teams. I think people think it's a joke. They can't believe what their eyes are. I think people think I think you're not understanding. Indiana scored 13 points against Ohio State, who was the number one defense in the nation in points given up. Ohio State somehow scored 10. And we went in there and stifled Ohio State. Cornell Tate took the day off. Bo Jackson, he's still seeing stars from when Wesley hit. Our defense, I think Ohio State only scored 7 points. Then they got some field goals, right? People aren't realizing how good they're assuming that Ohio State's defense is better, Alabama defense is better. They're assuming that Ohio State offensive line is bigger, Alabama O-line is bigger. And now what I'm going to say to that is, God damn, it's a new day. Because those things aren't true anymore. Miami defense was one of the few teams that held Ole Miss under 30 points. And them damn two of them touchdowns came in the fourth quarter, I think. They was only held under 30 points maybe one other time this season. One or twice. Ole Miss offense was really good, if you ask me. You like that Canes, baby? God damn. It's a new day. Link, check your email. Check your email, X. God damn. It's a new day. I don't even remember what song that is, but I just know I used to sing it. But, man, what happened to my confetti, man? Yeah, people are not realizing they're just assuming that that the SEC they beat up on Alabama, that everybody defense is, and I don't think there's a team, as long as Miami don't have 20 dudes with the flu playing at the level that Miami is playing, other than maybe Indiana. Can't say this confetti, but Indiana is going to have a size problem, because even if they hack into our cloud, or they got Mark Cuban techies fucking hacking in everybody's cloud and looking at their practice and seeing what they're going to run first or run second. Mark Fletcher 22 dive, but you can look at that 1,000 times. You still got to stop it. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to start there. Mark Fletcher, 22 dive. Mark Fletcher has hit. Mark Fletcher, the light has claimed on for Mark Fletcher. He's running like he was running when he was a plantation Wildcat, bro. So they could cheat. They could know the plays, whatever people accusing them of. Bitch, 22 dive. It's coming at your ass. Even if you know it's coming, you got to stop it. So you know this remind me of real fast. I remember Gwen Cherry went to Pop won the championship, and they played against a team from Maryland who had a little stout running back, and they would just run the ball. What was his team name? And Gwen Cherry, who had my little nephew Chop and a couple other kids on the team, sold out, put like 8-9 motherfuckers in the box. I'm finna find out the team name. Let's ask AI. Who did Gwen Cherry play in Pop won a national championship maybe 6 years ago? Team was from Maryland, the Maryland area. And with 8 or 9 people in the box, that team still. Let me see if we come up with. No, not the Virginia Mustangs, not White Oak. Not White Oak, not the Virginia Mustangs. Who else did they play from the Maryland, D.C. area? Maybe it wasn't the championship. And them boys from Maryland ran the ball 22 dive with 8 people in the box. No safety. And that boy was gashing their ass for 20 yards of carry to the point where they took the man out the box and put 2 safeties back. Because he was running through that shit and scoring touchdowns. It wasn't the Virginia Beach Mustangs. It was the white, orange, and green team. Let's see. It was but they still ran it down their throat. To the point where they had to put safeties back there. Because its run game is Marshall Heights Bisons. 2012. It was the Marshall Heights Bisons. They beat them 14-0 from Washington, D.C. So you're gonna have to stop the run, and that's effort. I don't give a fuck if you know it's coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't give a fuck, we put an extra man in the box. You're gonna have to stop it, and I think it's all gonna start. It's all gonna start there. Indiana's gonna have a challenge scoring against our defense, no different than they had a challenge scoring against Ohio State defense. I really think this is a bad matchup for them. I think styles make fights, and I think this is a bad matchup for Indiana. I do. Now they're a bunch of old motherfuckers. There go X right there. I ain't even see. I'm in a groove, man. I ain't even see you right there. They're a bunch of old motherfuckers now, right? You know what I'm saying? So they got a shot. They're 23, 24-year-old motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They old. But I think it's a bad matchup. I think it's a bad matchup for Indiana. X, what's up? Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on.
What's up? What's up? You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Man, this Indiana, this fan base, this is a weird fan base. I don't think they have 2% knowledge of how football games really work. They think everybody plays the same way. When I said, our O-line is big and their D-line small, they were like, well, listen, Oregon said the same thing. Ohio State said the same thing. Alabama. I say, but neither one of those teams I played runs what Miami runs. Like, we don't have the same system.
Yeah.
So for you guys to not think that because our O-line is big, that you're gonna do what you did because you did that to other teams. I say, yeah, I don't know how football works. That's not. I say, football, it does not work because you see one team do something to another team like that. It does. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You play the team that you play at that moment. So I think their biggest defender has to be like 6'2", maybe 290. No, they have one that's 6 foot and he's 305, and I'm like, what is he supposed to do? Like what? So it's a chart. It's a picture. They actually got him, and they got Markel Bell on there. And they saying, well, he's low to the ground, so he's going to beat Markel Bell. I say, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't even know why we even talking about it. But like you say, man, they gonna have to stop the run, man. And they only go 13 deep on defense. Third or fourth quarter, they gonna be tired. They gonna be gasping for air. They gonna be tired, man, because this is a type of physicality that they ain't been a part of at all. And they think
the only question I have is why nobody else has taken advantage of them. Rotating 4 players. You know what I mean? 14 players. Like, why no? Like, no.
They real disciplined. I think this is probably the most disciplined team I've ever seen play football in college. So they do the things to not lose the game. You know what I'm saying? So just think, like, even when they was playing Ohio State or Oregon, Bama, they get them off the first down goal. You know what I'm saying? Which is to get probably like 4 or 5 yards. So second down could be a lot easier. But second down doesn't be easy. Now they come with the schemes where they do a lot of stunts with their D-line, and they send like a lot of blitzes. So that's how they get teams off guard when they're on defense. When they're on offense, they do a lot of back shoulder throws. That's hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good of a corner you are, it's hard to stop.
The back shoulder throws?
Yeah, the back shoulder throws. It's kind of hard to stop because they got the big receivers. But it can be contained because if your D-line or you put pressure on those guys, then, man, those are not going to be able to make that perfect throw. So that's, like I say, they going to have trouble, man, because defensively, I'm not worried about them on offense. You know, if they can move the ball, that's cool. Their defense is not going to be able to contain Miami for 4 quarters, only playing 13, 14 guys. That's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? They already talk about, they going to try to shut down Malley. So what y'all going to put 3 y'all got to put 3 dudes on Malley. Then you talk about shut down Malley. Because if you put one on them, that's easy money. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then trying to shut down Malley, Marion, he's been having a good season, man. And now you got to cover him. And you still got CJ over there. So it's like, what are we talking about? 14 guys is not going to be able to contain Miami for 4 quarters. Because you're going to put all that energy in trying to contain those guys. And second half, all Mario going to do is this. When he do that, that means, man, kill him, run him. Run that ball, man, get physical.
No, bro. I think it's a bad matchup for them. Styles make fights. I do. You can't deny how they're kicking people's ass. I mean, what they did to Alabama, what they did to Oregon was very impressive. I don't care what was going on with them teams. Maybe start thinking that maybe the cheating stuff is real because 50 points, putting 50 points in the college football playoffs in the game to go to national championship is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, they good. They're a good team. They're a good team, but it's just a difference the way Miami playing right now, man. Since the SMU game, man, we just been on a whole nother level. And then our path, you know what I'm saying? Our path was like, okay, y'all got to pay another big bad wannabe SEC team, Texas A&M. You beat them. Oh, now y'all got to play the defending national champions, Ohio State. They said Ohio State got 100 first rounders on their team. You go and beat them. oh, now y'all got to play Ole Miss, man. Y'all not going to be able to score the more points than Ole Miss. You go and you beat them. It's now the narrative is, oh, y'all playing Indiana. Indiana could be possibly one of the greatest teams of all time. I don't even know why we paying attention to that. That's crap. Okay, they in the Big Ten. So I don't know if you hear the narrative about that. The narrative about that is, oh, the Big Ten win is going to be 3 years in a row. The Big Ten won the national championship. So now they're trying to make the Big Ten look like they are the big bad bullies and took it from the SEC. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, everything is pointing towards a disappointment because it's like, for them, because it's like, okay, yeah, y'all gonna keep down Miami, and Miami gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's a few people saying, yeah, man, if Miami play Miami football, yeah, they gonna win the game. But everybody looking at Indiana saying, oh, well, they blew Oregon out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oregon. I looked at Oregon's schedule. I looked at Indiana's schedule. Neither one of those teams played a tough schedule. They like both of them played teams and got 6 or more teams with losing records. That's not good. That's not playing good football. I mean, obviously, you play the teams you play, you win.
Right.
But
right.
Don't sit here and say, oh, well, we played this and this and that. No, y'all didn't. Y'all played a schedule of teams who don't even got a 500 record. Granted, you got in the playoffs and you beat all the good teams, but
the toughest team they played, well, Ohio State, right? It's the toughest team they played, and Ohio State held them to 13 points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They should have lost to Penn State. The guy made a miraculous catch. That was a catch sent from heaven he made. They played Iowa. There's another game they could have lost. And you know what's the disrespect, Streeter? Now the point spread went up to 8.5. I see 9.5, right? And I said last night on the Coach Hayes show, I said, well, you know, Mario hasn't lost a game in 2 years by 7 points. So I don't know where they get this point spread from. Like, Miami hasn't lost a game in over 2 years by more than 7 points or more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like every game Miami lost the last 2 years was by a field goal, maybe 6 points. I'm thinking. I don't even know if it was 6 points, but by a field goal or 4 point stuff like that. Look at the 2 games we lost this year. SMU had to score in overtime. Look at the Louisville. They beat us by I think 3 or 4. Last year, Syracuse beat us by 3 or 4. Georgia Tech beat us by 3 or 4.
Yeah,
we haven't lost a game by 7 points, and I'm like, y'all really disrespecting us, saying we're gonna lose by 8.5, 9 points. Oh, okay.
Bro, listen. It's like they're not factoring in. It's like they're not factoring in none of that. It's just like, hey, they looking at the fact that these boys blowed out in Alabama, blowed out Oregon. Obviously, they better than us.
You know, I do think they're looking at, because I heard one of the one of the former football NFL players who's supposed to be an analyst. I heard him say something like, "Oh well, Miami will always they're always Miami. They'll get there and then lose the game because they can't." You know what I'm saying? I guess get over the mistakes that they do. And I'm like, well, I guess that's probably what they're trying to say is, you know, Miami just go find a way to lose the game. Like even when we was playing Ole Miss, they saying, well, we beating this team the whole game, but the scoreboard is not looking like it. You know what I'm saying? So Miami gonna find a way to lose the game. And I'm like, I talked to my homeboy Coleman. He's a Florida State fan, former Florida State guy. He coached at Mandarin when Carson Beck was there.
Uh-huh.
And you know, we talked about Carson Beck, and we basically was like, yeah, Carson Beck this is his type of game. Like he's been in these big games before. I don't know why they're not giving him credit, saying, oh, he's not a good quarterback and he's this and this and that. Carson Beck is 37-5 as a starting quarterback in college football. If that's not a good quarterback, I don't know what a good quarterback is.
Yeah. He a winner. I mean, shit, he put us on his back last game.
put us on his back last game. He's been putting us on his back the last few games.
Him and Marion.
Hey, man,
Him and Keelan Marion.
Man, listen. Who that was? Was that Texas A&M or was that Ohio State when he ran and he put his shoulder down to get the first down? I was scared. I'm like, God, Carson, what you doing? Like, don't. But at the moment, I'm like, I'm fired up because I'm like, that's what you do as a leader. You say, man, I'm gonna put this team on my back, and that's what he did, man. He put the team on his back, and then the rest of the team, they played for that. They like, man, okay, our quarterback going out there and putting his body on the line. AM game, next you know, you see Torrey just go and say, hey, kill me, but you're not gonna catch this touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So he put his whole life on the line, and I'm like, you starting to see like the whole team buying into, okay, man, we here. This is for real, man. And I keep telling people, man, just the fact of thinking about we can actually finally win 6. You know what I'm saying? Because this has been a long time coming. I think we should have had more than 6 championships, but we can finally get that 6 and get that monkey off our back. I think once we get that monkey off our back, man, it's going to be beautiful the rest of the way. But we here, man. It's crazy because
no, it is crazy. I mean, shit, it's. I was talking to the villain this morning. It's like pitch. Have you pinched yourself? Like what just happened? You know what I'm saying? So quarterback. What you think the Canes gonna do with quarterback? And would you be okay with going with Luke Nickel? Cause Emery out of here. Emery out of here. Would you be okay with going with Luke Nickel?
Yeah, I think Emery's probably going to transfer. Well, that's the word that I got. He's going to leave anyway.
Right.
But
would you be okay?
I'm not opposed to Luke Nickel. I just think he needs a lot of work.
I'm just saying, like, what do you think is going to happen with the quarterback?
So yeah, like, it's they right now in the background they trying to, you know what I'm saying, they making phone calls, they trying to holler at certain agencies who represent quarterbacks and stuff who are committed even to schools, but you know they trying to do their due diligence, you know what I'm saying, because they struck out with Levitt, which I'm kind of glad they did because he has character issues, and I don't want that in the locker room and where Mario is building. The Ty Simpson stuff, I don't buy much into that because if he already said, man, I'm entering this draft and they gave me a first round grade, I don't think any amount of money keeps me from going to the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying? If I got a first round grade as a quarterback.
Right.
So I was on board. Listen, I was telling them, like, man, listen, it's a few quarterbacks that once they enter, y'all should have jumped on. Austin Simmons being one. Barnett being a 2, the guy who's committed to UCF. Who else? I was saying, obviously the quarterback from North Texas, he ended up going, I forget where he went, but it's been quarterbacks that I felt like they should have went after instead of trying to jump for the big dogs, you know, because everybody else is paying, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why even put yourself in that predicament to pay over market value when you got, you know what I'm saying? Austin Simmons was right there. He would have came. Barnett was right there before y'all let him go to UCF. You could have got him for a lot cheaper and had more money to spend on other players. But you're trying to go for the big dog, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I said, you're going to pay this money, man. The quarterback we get, if y'all want him, we better not lose a game because that's just crazy to pay that amount to a guy in college. So, I think at the end of the day, we still gonna get a quarterback. We'll probably have a quarterback by next week. That hit the portal. But if Luke becomes the guy, then I'm good. I'm good with it because now you saying we on to the future with Luke and Coleman.
I see Judd. I see Judd popping up.
And then for
I see Judd popping
years,
up.
You don't have to worry about the quarterback portal no more because now you got your 2 guys right there. You know
I see Judd.
I'm good with that, but the only thing is keeping this momentum going with winning 10+ games, getting to the playoffs, stuff like that. You do need a good quarterback. So,
yeah. I see Judd name popping up on their market. They marketing and stuff.
They also trying to bring in the O lineman from Colorado Seton.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Damian Wilson. And these are all guys who we struck out from high school, man. But now you have the opportunity to double back. Try to see if you can get some of those guys. And we not finished, man.
But I see they've been putting Judd name on things. X, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I thought you couldn't hear me for a minute there, but you with the blabbing and shit. I was like, what the hell going on? So I see they've been putting Judd name on some promotions and some marketing and some calendars and his face popping up on Kane stuff.
Man, listen to Judd.
So I see what's going on, but I'm gonna say this. I'll say this. I see Kyle, one of the villains, just said Miami can't go win a national championship and then go to Luke. I don't think you have this kind of year and then turn to Luke. That's tough. Kyle, I think it's the opposite, Kyle. I think it's the opposite. Yeah, I think after winning a national championship, I think they could do whatever they want to do, and nobody will question it.
I mean, Ohio State went to Julian Sayon after they just want to have.
They did. That's what I think. I think they could do whatever they want to do, and nobody will question it. It won't be as big as he's not going to get us there. You know what I'm saying? I think Julian Sayon did it. Ohio State did it. So I think they could. This is the year if they wanted to not spend money on a quarterback. Try one of the guys they got. I don't know if it would be Judd or Luke Nickel or fucking throw Darion out there. But this would be the year. But I honestly, what's first is first. I think they're still working the avenues, and there's quarterbacks out there. Ty Simpson was on the mark, was one of the names, but he's talking way too much. He's out of here. He's going to the NFL. That motherfucker said way too much the other day. He said way too much. He gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try.
He gone. But there's a lot of guys out here that could be put in the portal, bro. Like I like Noah Fafita. I like Arizona quarterback. Quarterback who played with the OC Buckeyes.
What's his name? Fafita.
Yeah, he's short. Yeah. He's short. He played with the OC Buckeyes his whole year. He had the wide receiver that played for Carolina, his homeboy. They played with each other the whole year. Last year he threw for 3,000 yards, 26 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
I like Noah Fafita. I like Utah quarterback Connor Wigman.
No, I don't want him.
I like Connor Wigman, fool. Like, have you watched him play lately, though?
Which you said who?
Utah quarterback's Connor Wigman, ain't it? Connor Wigman?
No, we're talking about the one who played for Utah last year, who started. His name Dimper.
Played for Texas A&M.
Oh no, not him.
Not Utah, Houston. Houston's quarterback.
Oh, you talking about Houston quarterback? Okay, yeah.
Houston's quarterback, yeah. Houston's quarterback.
But listen, the guy I wanted was Barnett. Barnett, that's the one who was JMU quarterback. He's at Central Florida. But listen, last night I got word. I don't even know if I should drop this, but I'm gonna drop it for the villains who in here. This is some undisclosed info, right? So it's a quarterback out there that specifically said he's coming back to the school, right? But he's not officially re-signed to that school. And his name is CJ Bailey.
don't do that to these people, man.
I'm just telling you about the info I got yesterday. So if Miami want to go ahead and do what Miami want to do,
say it again. You said it's a quarterback that say he's coming back to his school.
It's a quarterback that's already said he's coming back to the school, that announced he's going to be back at the school. And he didn't officially re-sign his contract just yet. So if Miami wants to, dabble in getting the quarterback, that's the guy they could go after. I just got the information yesterday, and I heard he's willing to listen and see what's up too. So
he said he was coming back to NC State, but you're saying that he's going back. He hasn't signed yet.
He just hasn't re-signed yet. Yo.
And I thought that some of his guys from Chaminade and
he got
some Ravens
guys from down here that
were going to go to NC State, but But wide receiver from Florida State, McCoy, he went to Louisville.
He went to Louisville. Chance. I think Chance is the only receiver that went. He's getting like some other guys here and there, but yeah.
You saying Chance with the NC State?
Yeah, Chance is committed to NC State. Yeah.
Chance
is somebody else from down here that's committed that they say played with him. I forget who it is.
I forgot who else went. Who went over there?
But again, like I say, that's the
Did they get Bullet? Did they get Bullet? The
Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet is there.
McCoy went to Louisville.
Yeah, he went to Louisville. He fits Louisville. He fits Louisville. McCoy is basically what's our other guy name who ended up going to Louisville his senior year after he left Bama? Ja'Cory Brooks.
Yeah.
That's basically what McCoy finna do. He's gonna be the Ja'Cory Brooks for Louisville. And I was telling people, man, McCoy could come back home and play for us. You know what I'm saying? If anything, but yeah, that wasn't gonna work. But yeah, that's just something, like I say, some information that I got yesterday. I was but so McCoy didn't go. So Bullet is over there, and you're saying Chance may be headed over there. That's Chance. They already announced that he's committed to North Carolina State. I don't know if he's officially signed, but yeah, he's already been announced that he's committed there. So,
because I knew for a fact, this was North Carolina State pitch, which we heard some crazy stuff about when they came to play Miami, and basically they kind of idled it down with CJ. Let's just say that they kind of idled it down. He didn't have a great game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their pitch was, CJ, how much do you want? And who do you want to play with? And they started asking around because the coaches started calling around, asking around, how do we get in touch with these guys that play with CJ? So that was kind of their pitch. They were going to surround him with some of his guys so he's no longer homesick. I hope some of them fucking offensive linemen because they got my little dog running for his life every year. You feel me? But that was what the coach basically was actively. How do we get in touch with Wayne McCoy? How do we get in touch with Bullet? How do we get in touch? Actively trying to. That was the thing. So a few people have went X, and it'll be hard for him to make. If some of his guys came up there already, that'll be tough. If he leaves them there.
Yeah, it'll be tough if Chance and Bullet, it'll hurt. It'll hurt because they only there because of CJ. You know what I'm saying? So, but
breaking news, X just said CJ Bailey said he's going back to NC State, but has not officially signed or you know what I'm saying. Don't get these people hopes up high, man. I don't know if Miami. Huh?
He said he want to win. He like, man, listen, I'm a winner, man. I ain't used to losing. So that right there made me say, I think he's willing to listen, and if they talk some right numbers, he'll come. Now that's the thing right there too. The numbers got to be right. It can't just be trying to get a discount because he's from the crib or because North Carolina they broke up. They did what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? They did what they supposed to do to keep him, but. If Miami wants them, you know what I'm saying? They got to talk some real good numbers.
So listen, final thing before we get out of here, man, because I got to go try to goddamn get some sponsors. This shit been very expensive traveling to these goddamn states, bro. It's been hard on little Footballville, Caneville. So the last thing is that check this out. Check this video out. This was last game. I can't lie, that shit was lit. And it felt big. Lamar Thomas walked up to me and said, "Boy, this shit feel like the national championship." So I brought the rings out. It felt, dog. It felt big, and I'm talking about like ESPN, dog. Has way too much money. They got security for video, security for film, looking at the cameras, who's shooting what. But dog, it felt big. I could only imagine what Monday night is going to feel like for Indiana, right? The Hoosers, whose football team has never won a fucking intramural tournament. They've never done anything. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to step in that stadium, which Miami Stadium, you know what I'm saying, is one of the best stadiums in the goddamn nation. That's why it's one of these. It's one of the stadiums that's in the bowl game, which people always pick at our stadium and shit. But we got the state of art, one of the best stadiums in college football. And that moment for Indiana, all these guys that didn't get recruited to big schools out of high school, that was stuck at JMU and took Kirk Signetti, doing a life raft, and how are they going to react to that moment? And that's going to be another thing. Like, how are they going to react to that moment?
They're going to be ready for that moment. Yeah, granted, they play in Big Ten, so Big Ten have some big games saying that, but this moment is a lot different. This is actually a moment that really matters. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Miami, we ain't been in this moment in a long time, but the atmosphere, we've experienced it as far as with the fans, the coaching staff for the most part. And I was telling the Indiana fans, I said, man, listen, y'all gonna be mesmerized and not really pay attention once y'all start seeing former NFL players on my sideline, and you run down the sideline, you might get tackled out of bounds, and you stand up and Ray Lewis right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Edge of things right there. Like I don't care who you think you are, you're gonna be like, dang, that's Ray, that's Edge, or that's Andre Johnson, and you're gonna be like, whoa, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Indiana don't got nothing like that. I don't know an Indiana football player. Like, I was been trying to figure out who played at Indiana outside of Eli. What was the guy who played quarterback for them that ended up playing receiver at Pittsburgh? Randall L. Him. He might be the only football player I know from Indiana. But yeah, I don't think they ready for the moment. Obviously they coaching staff will get them ready here and there, man. But it's a lot different when you're there.
Yeah, the question is how do they react to it? You know what I'm saying? And it's good to see. Shout out to Marvin Chapman, man. Marvin Chapman is Cam Kitchen's dad. He just jumped in here and just fucking said Luke Nickel was the quarterback. And last time Marvin just texted me some shit out the blue. He told me I was walking out the stadium at the bowl game, and he just texted me Guidry fired. And that shit was true. You know what I'm saying? It was something like that. It was, yeah, I think it was just something like that. So Cam Kitchen's dad, Mark Chapman, was up to him, man. He just jumped to him, man, and just blurted out that Luke Nickel was the quarterback. I
don't have no problem with it.
Breaking news from him. And shout out to Cam Kitchen, goddamn doing in the NFL what everybody thought he was gonna do in the NFL, and everybody's doubted that man from day fucking one. And then it happens again in the NFL draft, and then he goes in the NFL draft and goes to the NFL and one of the best safeties.
Balling.
Yeah, straight balling. So listen, man, X, I gotta run some business, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. But
all right.
I just want to say this, dog. This shit's surreal. It is. It's surreal. Something changed after the SMU game with the team. We started running trick plays. Kids started having fun. And something changed.
Yeah, I know what changed. Mario told Dawson, boy, you might get fired. You don't change, switch it up, boy.
Something changed. And actually, I mean, so he had to authorize all the goddamn alley trick plays. I mean, and I think and I think Mario is becoming more personal with the kids. He seems to be more he giggled at that press conference the other night. He giggled up there with Carson Beck and Jacoby Thomas. They just was giggling the whole goddamn press conference. Like so. I think he's a little more open with the kids, which it seems as if it has brought them closer. And sometimes in sports, dog, we forget that it's a game and that you're supposed to be having fun.
Yeah,
we do, and it seems like they're having fun. And it seems like it started somewhere around Pitt or right before Pitt, and it seems like they're having fun, and they don't went on a run that nobody expected. And it ends in Miami.
Yeah, it ends in Miami. That's the beautiful part. Like, dang, this is the perfect. This is the perfect story, man. Like, years later, we could tell, man, I'm happy. I'm like, boy, we got an opportunity to get 6 in Miami. And the crazy thing is, we've won championships in Miami at the OBs. I'm like, history it repeats itself. Like, you know, finally, man, we go, man. This thing finna be popping Monday, man.
Man, KB said Mario didn't giggle with Kevin Beard.
I mean, Kevin Beard, you was wrong. You should be jumping on no man.
You think
back.
Kevin Beard was wrong, man? Come on, man. We on
Jumping
national
on no
TV.
man back like that, man. Come on, KB. You know better than that. Supposed to dap him up, man, give him a hug, go on about your business. You jumping on the man back, man. I would have been pissed too.
Michael Irvin kissed him.
He played with Mike, man. He played with Mike though. You
know, so you could kiss your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, he feel a certain way about Mike, then he feel a certain way about KB. We know that much.
Yeah, Michael Irvin kissed him. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to ask him. I'm gonna ask him. Did he set any boundaries with Mike? Mike kissed him. He ain't saying about that.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, nigga hit him with old. And Mario said, "Oh, yucky."
I think it was on national TV, so Mario couldn't really probably say what he wanted to say or do what he wanted to do. Like, I don't know if he knew the KB thing was on TV. I think he just felt like, okay, the coach is on me. Come on, what you doing? Stuff like that. But
you don't think this was on national TV? What you think this was on cable
TV? No.
On
I'm saying
TV?
it was,
but
no. See, the Mario thing, he was being interviewed. You know what I'm saying? So.
No,
Mike coming to kiss him.
No, it was 18 seconds left in the game. They was on the sideline.
Yeah, I know. And
yeah.
Or maybe he was like, man, the game ain't over. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Hey, forget all that, man. We got one more game to go, and let's get it.
All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, share. If you want to be a villain, you want the villain shorts. All of it's in the comments in the description down there. Damn, X just got out of here, huh? That motherfucker ain't got no manners, huh? That motherfucker just poof, gone. Out of there. I look up, he out of there. Make sure y'all like, share. Few more days, man, and we play in the national championship, bro. Listen, and if you're spending this time arguing with people about kids jumping in the portal, who should be starting, then you're wasting the moment. I done shut down all arguments in the membership. I don't give a fuck who said what. Enjoy the moment. It's been 25 years or so or something like that. 25, 26 for the people who were Cane fans back then. Like, you know, it's been a long time. It's been a lot of the Canes back this year. The Canes back this year. Oh, this is the year for the Canes. They got a new coach. He got brown eyes. This is the year for the Canes. They got a new coach. He Cuban. He know what's going on. This is the year for the Canes. They got a new coach. He won 10 games, 836 times with Georgia. The Canes back. And this shit never happened. In 4 days, shout out to Mehdi, who predicted this shit 4 years ago that Miami was going to play in the national championship in year 5 with Mario, or year 4, whatever this is. In 4 or 5 days, count Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Miami's finna walk on the field 3 miles away from where I stay and play against the Hoosiers. I want y'all to play against the Hoosiers. They say LSU Longstreet, the quarterback just with the LSU. I don't know if that's true. Play against the Hoosiers of Indiana at home for a national championship. And Vegas is saying that Miami's an 8.5 point underdog. Bruh. And then here's Corey Chancellor. Shout out to Corey Chancellor, man, with the $200, man. I just give you the other dollar, Corey, man. Shout out to Corey Chancellor with the sponsorship. Corey, I'm finna go put on. Corey, listen. I was just about to shut it down. I'm finna put on my loafers, and I'm about to hit these streets talking to these businesses to get sponsors because this payoff run opened up my eyes about media, and I wasn't going hard enough on the sponsorship side because them goddamn $300 a night hotels and them goddamn $700 plane fights, you know what I'm saying? Open my eyes. It was worth it all. I should have been live more. Maybe Corey Chancellor, you would have been helping me out more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just about to put on my loafers and go out here and hit the streets, man, for sponsors. If you know anybody with a business, man, that want to be a part of our sponsorship initiative, man, for the national championship. Like I told you, we got credentialed yesterday. We'll be there throughout the whole week. We'll be putting out content. It's millions and millions of views. So if you want your business in front of millions and millions of people, right? That's what the sponsor. That's what it is. That's what it is. So listen, man. I'm about to put on my loafers and get out here and go talk to Hooters and shit and see if Hooters, you know what I'm saying, want to get involved. Because it was a great experience, you know what I'm saying? But it opened my eyes. That's all. It opened my eyes and let me understand that, oh shit, this might happen again next year. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Dude from Africa. Dude says, I told you keep chasing sponsors. Yeah, dude, you did. Or it was going to have to come out the pocket. You did, dude. Shout out to my boy Dude from Africa. So, man, shout out to Corey Chancellor, bro, with the 199. I ain't seen you in a while, but when I saw that red pop up, I was like, I know who that is. Shout out to Corey Chancellor with the 199, man. I appreciate you, man. So, listen, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If you want to become a villain, just text us 786-405-9499, or the link is in the description down there. We should be live all week long, man. Getting back out here beating these streets. I'm D, man, and I'm out of here.